Hello friends, welcome back in this video. In the last video we discussed the property of the receiver. Continue from that, today we will discuss the fidelity. Fidelity is the ability of the receiver to produce faithfully all the frequency component present in the baseband signal. Let's suppose we start 94.3 FM in our radio. So at this FM station, a voice signal is continuously coming out. So as we know that the standard range of the uh, our voice signal is 300 hertz to 3.5 kilohertz. So at this particular station, a voice signal is continuously coming out. So our receiver should have the property to reproduce all the signal that are coming to this station, and this property of our receiver is given by the name fidelity. As we know that our FM signal is coming from a far distance. The average distance for a FM signal is 100 kilometers. So when a signal is coming from a far distance, it has a possibility to mingle with the noise. Suppose that our voice PSD, that is power spectrum density, it's generally a representation of our signal in terms of power. So suppose a PSD of a voice signal, that is PSD versus frequency graph, is like a bell shape as shown in the figure second, and we know that the noise that is constant over a frequency. So noise PSD is shown in the first figure. When it mingled with the voice signal, then the resultant will be third diagram. In the third diagram, it is clear that at low frequency signal power is high in comparison to the noise power, and at a particular frequency f, or we can say at high frequency, noise is high in compared to the signal power. So S by N, that is called as this SNR, or signal to noise ratio, should be greater than 1 for the better reproduction of our signal. So at low frequency, because signal power is high, so S by N is greater than 1, but at high frequency, S by N is less than 1, because the denominator part shows the power of noise, and that is greater. So at high frequency, S by N is less than 1, so the better reproduction of our signal is not possible, and the resulted signal will be distorted with our send message signal. So there is a technique, that is pre-emphasis, in which we increase the signal to noise ratio. Pre-emphasis is the process of artificially boosting the high frequency component, in which we pass our PSD of a voice signal through a lead compensator. As you read in the control system, lead compensator is a high pass filter in which it remains constant the low frequency gain, and it increases the high frequency gain. So when a PSD of a voice signal is passed through a lead compensator, then high frequency component of our voice signal will increase, and our resultant signal will look like as the diagram shown in the right hand side. Important thing is that pre-emphasis is done at the transmitter side, and it is done before the modulation, then we transmit our signal. So at the high frequency, our noise PSD is less as compared to the power spectrum density. So at high frequency also our S by N is greater than 1. Now the term is of de-emphasis. De-emphasis is just opposite of the pre-emphasis, in which we decrease the high frequency component at the receiver side. So de-emphasis is done at the receiver side. Suppose our signal is received like that, in which we decrease our high frequency component. So we pass this signal to de-emphasis. De-emphasis is a low pass filter in which low frequency component is exited, and it decreases the gain of high frequency component. So after passing the signal, we received our signal like a voice PSD, as we discussed earlier in this video, or a simple bell shape curve of a voice signal. This is a circuit diagram of a pre-emphasis, in which pre-emphasis is a high pass filter. So one capacitor and a resistor is in parallel, then R2. Notice that pre-emphasis is before the modulator, and de-emphasis is done at the receiver side, and it is It is attached after the demodulation, in which first demodulator is attached with the R and then a parallel capacitor, that is a low pass filter. So this is the complete analysis of the prime phases and the dim phases.